Hello guys, welcome to the channel. It's Rad, and tonight we're going to check into the new moon in Capricorn, which happened today at 7 a.m. roughly 3 to 7 a.m. Eastern Standard, that is, at the 20th degree and 44th minute in Capricorn, and is gonna so the moon will become full at the 25th of January. So the interpretations tonight are for the period from today up until the 25th of January, where the moon is gonna be full in Leo, or in Leo, at 12:54 p.m. Eastern Standard again. And if that means something to you, 5 degrees 15 minutes in Leo. So with that said, hello Ness, welcome to the stream. So with that said, first things first, I'm going to do the collective reading. The cards for it you can see at the thumbnail, but I'm going to show them to you anyway. And the first card we do have for the collective, for the new moon in Capricorn, that will be the Capricorn itself, which is the devil. The devil represents Capricorn in Tarot, influenced from one side by the Seven of Pentacles, and the other influence that we do have on the devil, that will be the Queen of Swords. It's not like it is troublesome, but it is not exactly a positive influence here that we do have from the Queen of Swords. The elemental dignity that these two cards do form, it is a passive enemies. So I'm gonna take some time here to explain a little bit what happens when these two cards stands next to one another. So we do have the devil and the Queen of Swords. So what we have here in general, when the devil, it is the prime card, that pretty much, the devil is all about, let's put it that way, influence, being able to dictate the circumstances around, managing the rules, etc, etc. Long story short here, the devil allows one to fulfill whatever urges and whatever yearnings one has. And this is, by the way, why the devil is very often interpreted as, you know, addiction, as sex, if you will, because it's a yearning. I mean, the sexual prowess and drive, it's a yearning of one's nature. That's why. But it doesn't kind of like restrict itself or constrain itself only on that. I mean, if you do yearn for, I don't know, power, then that's your thing, and the devil allows you to fulfill that yearning. Or if you do yearn for money, same thing, you know, whatever you're hungry for, okay, literally and figuratively, the devil allows you to fulfill that. And that is for the next couple of weeks. So on its own accord, the full moon, the new moon, I'm sorry, in Capricorn, that particular moon phase, will be a really important time for every single one of us. Because by a definition, generally, as the devil stands, that will allow us to fulfill whatever yearnings we do have, okay? And whatever we are, again, hungry for. Now the trouble comes when it is influenced with the Queen of Swords, and that is about reveling into it. Okay, so you have the power and you revel in it, you get intoxicated, and soon you stop caring what your actions kind of like causes, what kind of damage you do deliver to those around you. Not just you, but that could be as well me, anyone that it is under the influence of these two couple of cards. And so what is very important here is the recklessness, I would rather say, and as well the ruthlessness, or these two quantities should not be something that we should, how can I put it into words, put on a prime moving forward into the next couple of weeks. Or in other words put, whenever we do plan to do something, say something, initiate an undertaking or whatever the case, it would be good to ask ourselves a question: does this kind of like hurt anyone, or does this influences the lives of others? And if it does, maybe it will be good if we do reconsider, or at the very least restructure whatever we are opting to do, or we are opting to say. So this is for those couple of cards, but the other influence that we do have here, which is the Seven of Pentacles next to the Devil, those couple of cards, okay, it's actually very positive. And it points only to one specific thing, or one specific development, I would rather say, and that is that whatever actions are exerted into the next couple of weeks, they are going to carry on for a long run. And as the Seven of Pentacles stands to the Devil, this is also a testament that is going to worth it. In what way, though? I should take my time to explain that. So, when the Seven of Pentacles influences an earthly or waterly card, we do have the Devil here, which is an earth element, then it kind of puts a bar, so to speak. It puts a line, and nothing goes beyond that. What I mean is that you can't invest more than the bar is set, and you cannot get more than the bar is set, and the bar is set equally for both, for the giving and for the taking. And therefore, into the next couple of weeks, whatever actions exerted, they cannot be more than what you can get from the endeavor itself. And therefore, in whatever situation, you ain't gonna kind of like feel yourself being screwed over, for a lack of better expression here. So that is from one part, but the main topic of this new moon in Capricorn, this lunar phase that we do have ahead of us, is that it is time to examine the needs of our soul and fulfill them, but not in a manner that is going to ruin the lives of others. Taco, thank you for the $22.22. Thank you, mate. At the end of the stream, you're going to have your personalized reading for the new moon in Capricorn. I don't remember what was the reading about, but I kind of remember that it was something weird. Well, that's great, Taco. All right, so a few notes about the show, guys, before I move forward. There are going to be 12 readings, one for each star sign. Bear in mind that these are a star sign readings, so depending on, you know, how influential one star sign is in your chart, will determine how much and how in general this reading is going to affect you. But again, these are a star sign readings. Therefore, very seldom they happen to be straight answer to whatever questions you do have, or development of your situation. So take them more as a guidance than anything else. But if you do wish your personal matters and your personal questions that you do have, situations, to be a subject of my readings, you can always go to my website, which link you will find in the description down below. And there at the very front page you can see a full list of my services, as well their pricing. So based on your budget and as well your needs, you can go for whichever one will suit you best. Other than that, If you do enjoy the show, you can support us either via Super Chat or via PayPal. The PayPal link you will find in the description down below as well. And anyone who does that will get personalized reading at the end of the stream. That's guaranteed. So without further ado, the first star sign that I'm going to read for, that's going to be Aries. We are going along with the ecliptic. Okay, so starting up with Aries and ending up with Pisces. All right, so for Aries, first card, that will be Queen of Pentacles, followed by the Ten of Cups, and the third one, that's going to be the Ace of Cups. Just hold on a second, guys. So Taco, you want the you want a subject to your to your super chat, so you want me to check. Isn't Miami in Florida? But you want me to check. Just give me a couple or three places you want me to check about, and we'll do so if that's what you want me, if that's what you want to be a subject of your reading. So those are the cards for Aries here that we have. Okay, it's gonna be a great moon phase for you, Aries, by the look of those cards. So you are about to stumble upon a extremely valuable acquisition, and I'm saying acquisition because I don't know what other word to put into it, because that is a subject you already have. That could happen to be some kind of a relationship you have. It doesn't have to be a romantic one, you know. It could be just a person you know, and at the right moment that person happens to be super valuable. I mean, your ownership with this individual happens to be super valuable moving forward to the job that you're working could happen to be super valuable, or whatever experience you do have. I mean, you are going to have a super valuable trait, okay, at your disposal. And this valuable trait, whether a person, whether a quality you have, whether a skill, right, or whether an experience, is going to transform your day-to-day routine, and is going to make it into something super pleasant to be at. So it will be highly valued and very well compensated for, because it's going to be required at some kind of a different subject than the subjects you are being a part of right now. So you are going to be compensated for it, and that happening, you literally wouldn't kind of like feel the need to have anything else at this moment at your disposal. What I mean is that you are going to have your hands full at this moment. And one suggestion from the cards, okay, so that is just a suggestion. You may decide not to go for it, but what they are kind of like suggesting here is that examine your friendships, because one of these friendships, or maybe more than just one of these friendships, could go for more. What more? You know, the situation will kind of like determine that. For some of you, it's going to be more of a, business partnerships. For others, it could be more of a, I don't know, sibling type of thing, like blood brother or blood sister, or whatever case. For others, it could be, intimacy. Just examine your friendships. Anna, thank you for the $20. Thank you, Anna. At the end of the stream, you're going to have your personalized reading. And as well, News Devon, thank you for the £5. Thank you, News Devon. At the end of the stream, you're also going to have your personalized reading. Let me put you guys into the list. All right. Moving next. Taurus. Ace of Cups, I'm sorry. The High Priestess. Now that's the soulmate. Okay. Well, yeah, it's still the soulmate, but it is the lost one. I'll try to explain. And then it is the Eight of Swords. Yeah, well, the Ace of Cups and the High Priestess. Well, also the Page of Pentacles could play that role, or the Ace of Pentacles, those two cards as well. But with the Ace of Cups, that is like um, the lost soulmate ship or whatever case. What I mean is that, can I put it into words? That is when you had it once, okay, and you lost it, and now it's about to be revived one more time. Doesn't have to be with the same person. So you're about to experience a Taurus within this time frame of the next couple of weeks, a very exhilarating and gleeful feeling of specialty with another individual. It could be someone you're already involved with, okay, or it could be someone brand new. It's just a general reading, but that feeling for what those cards are showing here is going to be there to stay. Other than that, just in a general term, this lunar cycle that we do have in front of us here for you, Taurus, is going to present an impending change that is going to stabilize your life. And under impending change, I mean that, how can I put it into words? I think that it is going down the drains. You know, for example, I don't know, your job may be on the rocks, or your love life may be DOA, or your social life could be just non-existent, whatever the case. Okay, this the field of your life that it is the worst out there is going to have a reversal, and from the worst it will become one of the best fields of your life. So your job is on the rock. Well, I don't know what's going to happen there, okay? It will be obviously something specific for every specific individual, but that will change. I mean, your job is no longer going to be on the rocks. In fact, it could be your saving grace. It could become your saving grace. Bottom line, what we do have here is that a huge disappointment is going to reverse, and it will become a fountain of happiness for you. Got excited here for a second. Hold on. Oh my God. Right. So that is what we do have for Taurus. Moving next, Gemini. Well, why not? And I mean, Pisces Moonbeam has the last word there, but for what I know, Venus is a personal planet and it is a strong one, so I don't know, maybe. Gemini, King of Swords. It says knight here, but in this deck, knights are kings in the traditional one. So we do have the King of Swords, which is influenced by the King of Cups. And the other influence here, that's going to be the Emperor. While the results at the end for you, Gemini, are going to be really good, I mean, we do have a significant improvement in terms of a problem resolution. So this full moon, or rather like this, not full moon, but new moon, I don't know what I'm saying, full moon. This new moon in Taurus, which is for the next couple of weeks up until the 25th, for you is going to be all about developing strategies that will make your life super easier, right? And this development of strategies of way through how to fix one thing, how to fix another, is going to be good if you do involve professional experience. Say, you know, you want to kind of like separate from your wife or from your husband. That's a problem that you are with them. That is just for example. Well, we can't do it by yourself. I mean, you have to involve a lawyer in it, or solicitor, or whatever the case, and that will cost resources. That King of Cups next to the King of Swords, it kind of speaks that nothing is for granted here. I mean, it will need a payoff from your behalf. I mean, moving forward with the problem resolving thing. But within these couple of weeks, you can find either the entity or the person that can resolve your issues through a professional experience and a professional performance as well. And that is kind of important to go forward with the resolution, because next couple of weeks are going to be pivotal for you to can I put it into words, to take the reins, right? To take the reins and put that steed called life on track again, or gain control in every single aspect of your life, so you can face whatever ups and downs are in front of you with bear, and you do have some time for yourself as well going forward. But it is important next couple of weeks, once again, I can't stress you that enough. Think about how you wish to go about your problematic fields and hire your weaknesses. Okay, just hire your weaknesses. This super chat is for you, Pisces Moonbeam. Thank you, Taco. So Pisces Moonbeam should explain you that into the super chat, I guess, into the chat of the live stream, I guess. But thank you, Taco. Right, next, that will be Cancer. The Hierophant. King of Cups, which is influenced by the King of Cups. And it is the Ten of Wands. Next one. It is your name and your reputation that is going to pay off here next couple of weeks that we have moving forward. So you're going to be offered, you're going to have an offer, a proposition. Could be a job offer, could be a business offer, could be an intimate offer, could be a friendship offer, but you are going to have an offer into the next couple of weeks, and that is because you are going to be the most suitable at this moment, and probably for a long time moving forward. So that will be a thing that you will see. I mean, if you do look into it objectively, I mean, honestly, if you do look into it, you will see no reason to decline. I mean, reason could be ego, it could be stubbornness, you know, you may be pissed off the person that it is proposing you, whatever the case. But objectively looked at it, there will be no reason for you to say no. And that is what we do have ahead of you here, Cancer. There is one more thing within the card, and this is that it's not going to cost you almost anything. All right, so it ain't going to cost you much to take on this offer and just make your life better and easier. Other than that, just so you know, the next couple of weeks are pivotal for the trust you exert and the trust you give. All right, so you don't go forward with the people that you can't rely on, and also on your turn, try to make yourself reliable for the people that you pretty much value in your life. All right, next, Leo. Yeah, King of Cups is a good card, but it's just an influence here, right? So Cancer, they're gonna have that influence of a proposition that's gonna come their way, and it's up to them to kind of like either they're gonna take it or not. But again, there will be no reason for them to say no. Ace of Pentacles, that's a good one. Then we do have the Seven of Wands, I'm sorry. And it is the Five of Wands. All right. So for Leo, actually, it doesn't look like that other people are going to be involved into their development for the next couple of weeks. Actually, that's going to be one of the blessings that you are going to have in front of you guys. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. All right. So like I said, people aren't going to be involved, and that's going to be kind of a blessing, because what we have here is that most of the competition and kind of an individuals which happen to be more of a curse rather than a blessing for one project or for one relationship, for a one endeavor. It's not like they're going to disappear, but their influence is going to diminish and is going to be almost a non-existent moving forward. And therefore, by having no competition, for example, at work or into the work environment or into the within the social circle, you know, within the family or whatever the case, you will suddenly going to find out that now you do have a opportunity to kind of like push forward whatever goal you have or whatever agenda you have, to push forward an idea at work, to push forward a statement within your family, or some kind of, I don't know, within the social circle. I'm saying I don't know because I'm not that social guy, and I don't really make any initiation when it comes to social development here. But long story short, here for Leo, for next couple of weeks, you will have the lead, right? You will have the lead, and it will be very important to focus on, you know, what's kind of like makes you feel content, glee, exhilaration, sensual joy as well. And long story short, to focus making the relationships you want to hold on to harmonious, and the business maneuvers that you want to develop a lucrative, because you are going to have that rare opportunity to do so. Just don't slack, right? Just don't slack. And the other thing here is that whatever surprises in front of you, which there ain't gonna be many of them, right? They will not gonna be able to sway you off from whatever development you will want to establish forward. So as a result of that, you can expect harmonious relationships, lucrative business maneuvers, and in generally a very steady future of a progress. But that is if you seize the moment, okay? Because that competition may come back later on. Hello, Jasmine. right, Virgo. Thank you, Jasmine, for the 20. Mwah. Thank you. The end of the stream, you're going to have your reading. Because you can't stay, make sure that you navigate later on to the end of the stream. Your reading is going to be the third one, right? So just for your reference. All right, Virgo. The Magician. Ace of Wands. That's super good. 10 of Wands as well. All right, guys. A gainingful enterprise or an opportunity in front of you. And that will be this opening. It could happen in so many different ways. It could happen through an offer, or just, you know, the blessing of the circumstances, whatever the case. But the reason why you are going to get it, and that is important, it is for who you are and the expertise that you do have. Bottom line here, it is that if someone starts to like you next couple of weeks and approach you with, I don't know, with the romantic interest or friendship interest or whatever case, that is because they like who you are, but not rather than whom you can be. Or, oh my god, yeah, what I mean is that you don't have to play any role here, and you don't have to go out of your way in order to satisfy certain someone's expectations, right? And for the work and for the job, if you are going to be offered something, doesn't necessarily have to be a new job. You may be offered a project, you may be offered a position. Well, it's unlikely to be a job or position. That is some kind of a action-driven thing, like a project, like a task, like a management, something like that. That is because you have the skill. That is because whatever it is presenting you this gainful opportunity, because it is a gainful opportunity, very accurately determined that you have what it takes, you have what you need, or what they need in that particular case, to drive the thing forward. Now, diving into this gainful opportunity for you, you will develop further your talents and your skills. So that isn't some kind of an activity that you need to think about or shy away from, or at least according to the cards. And the only semi-negative thing that we can see here is that it's going to suck a lot of time. It's going to suck a lot of energy. Is going to suck a lot of sense of emergency, so to speak, or is going to exert a lot of sense of emergency. So you are going to have your hands full. But as a result, you can expect amazing rewards. You can expect recognition, and as well sovereignty that you are going to build up, meaning that you will become more I was about to say honored, and I'm sorry about that, because in my language, in Bulgarian, basically honor and respect, they are the same word here. So you are going to become respected, and you are going to become evaluated as well into the eyes and understanding of others. Cosmic Queen, thank you for the $9.99. At the end of the stream, you're going to have your personalized reading. Let me put you into the list. All right. Next, Libra. Queen of Wands for Libra. First one. Three of Pentacles. Seven of Wands. All right, guys, that is pretty simple. You're going to end up being way ahead than the others. Way ahead than the rest of your competition. Way, way ahead of them. And that's why, that is within the next couple of weeks. And that's why you're going to end up kind of like collecting all the hate around you, unfortunately. Now imagine this, and this is a very how can I put it into words? It's a common topic when we are looking into or when we are watching a teenage drama, where a new girl comes into the neighborhood and she's really pretty, really sweet, cute, and petite, and whatever the case, and suddenly all the boys are kind of like she attracts the attention of all the boys, and every single other girl hates her. Or this is the new person that it is assigned within the team, and he comes or she comes and brainstorms everything, and it's kind of like takes all the work and gets it done for no time, and everybody hates that person because they are setting a new how can I put it into words? They're basically setting a new pace. Okay, they're setting a new pace, new standards. You're gonna be that person, so you're gonna kind of like explode into the next couple of weeks in terms of progress, in terms of development, in terms of results, in terms of prevailing, because that's what you're gonna have, the will to prevail, not just only the will, but also the attitude, but also the understanding. That is very important here. You're gonna have the understanding how, when, and why. All right, and that's why you will be able to make the correct moves, the right moves. Other than that, you are going to happen to be super attractive. I don't know why. I mean, it could be your aura, it could be, I don't know, your clothes, but what those cards are showing here is that you will become a super attractive for the next couple of weeks. So if you are single, make sure that you do go out and display yourself in front of the world, so the world kind of like sees you. And that said, it's gonna be sad because you won't be able to fit in very well in whatever teams are around. Okay, so teamwork, it isn't something that you should rely on into the next couple of weeks. And additionally to it, it's unlikely that you will face cooperation and as well support from your subordinates or the people that you are working with or interacting with on equal level. Right, so next, Scorpio. Five of Cups. Ace of Cups. That's a good one. It's a good one. Well, wait a second, I'm Scorpio. King of Cups. Does look like of a something like I put it into words. As you know, when you make a choice, and at the very initial stage, like in the first couple of weeks or maybe into the first month, things aren't going away, things aren't going forward exactly the way you have expected, right? I mean, you have certain expectations, in regards to whatever decision you make, that decision, you render it. And I mean, the development doesn't really, or doesn't exactly reciprocates to the expectations, and so you start wondering, did I make the right choice? Very quick example: someone has a chance to start a relationship, and it is imagining how that relationship is gonna go forward, right? And it's excited, it's into the cloud nine, and so on and so forth. And then the relationship starts, and see that that's not exactly how things are gonna move forward, right? I mean, it's nothing like what you have expected. And so one starts to question thy decision. Well, this next couple of weeks are going to be the confirmation that you, Scorpio, we Scorpio, because I'm Scorpio as well, we chose right. We chose right to accept the job. We chose right to accept the relationship, or we chose right to quit the job or the relationship. Whatever recent decision we have, next couple of weeks are going to be the confirmation for it. Why? Because based on that decision, things are gonna get better, far better than they are right now. So the future holds a much better and brighter perspective than the current one we have. So don't doubt yourself, guys. It was for the greater good, so to speak. But yeah, thank you for the $20 PayPal. At the end of the stream, you're going to have your personalized reading. So let me put you into the list. All right. Next, that will be Sagittarius. The Hermit. Temperance. Knight of Wands. All right, so this lunar cycle, and I'm saying that because I have a stellium in Sagittarius and my moon is there, so I will tell you, best it is to explain it about me, because my moon is there. That means that these are my feelings for the next couple of weeks, or this is what's gonna affect my feelings. Okay, so what is gonna affect my feelings is that within the next couple of weeks, I will realize how much I feel for something or someone, and that up until this point, I was pretty much playing daft about it. Okay, I was playing daft about it, and I was basically beguiling myself that it means nothing to me, one thing or another. It could be as well a person. Now, what we have here for you, Sagittarius, is that within the next couple of weeks, you are gonna happen to realize the importance of a ship that it is not yet sailed, but it is about to. Okay, it is about to, and it's going to be very important that you catch the very last minute to board that ship, because this ship carries on a super important and essential development for your life, and it is a development that it is strongly disapproved by most of the people that are close to you. For example, your family, co-workers, etc. But it is a ship that it is important for you, not for them. What kind of a ship we're talking about here? Well, obviously different for every single one of us. For some is going to be a relationship. For others is going to be reallocation, for third job, private business, whatever the case. But bottom line here is that this ship is waiting for you just for a little longer. Don't miss it. Okay. That is what we have for Sagittarius. Now, next, Capricorn. Ten of Swords. The Moon of all cards, and the Queen of Cups. So yeah, we do have literally a break. Now, when we do have the Ten of Swords, especially with the neutral cards like the other two that are around it, it's like being under an anesthesia, so to speak. You have that action or a choice you are about to make that it is supposed to hurt you, but it doesn't, right? And I mean emotionally hurt you, not physically, because the other two cards are a cup cards, emotions. So, for example, you will have to deny your kid out of something. For example, to deny your kid buying him or her, I don't know, a console video game or something, whatever the case. And it's supposed to hurt you, but it doesn't, because why? You know that you are doing the right thing. Now, what we have under the energy of those cards, it is that you are acting on the clear perception and truth that is going forward ahead of you. And truth be told, if I am taking that example of the kid, this is about being grounded, okay? Because Ten of Swords, it is when kind of like this is the very final, the last drop that it is overflowing the cup here. It's just you can't take it anymore, right? And in some cases, you may even want to put your head out of the window and scream, I just can't take that thing anymore. Good thing, like I said, you ain't going to be hurt from it, because again, you will know that's the right thing to do. And a couple more things, it's not going to carry on for much longer. What I mean is that it's unpleasant. I can't say negative because there are no negative effects from it, but unpleasant effects from it are gonna be for a very short duration, a day or two, if even lasts that long, and the impact is not going to be for the far future as well. So that will be whether temporary severance, temporary grounding, temporary loss of job, temporary, I don't know, being left alone, if you will, just for a couple of days, like I said, just so you can kickstart, so to speak, a new era in your life. But we definitely have a severance here from one thing or another that will restart again, okay, that field which have no going forward at that point. All right, next, that will be Aquarius. The Fool. The Ace of Wands. Then we do have the Seven of Pentacles. So for Aquarius, it's nah. It's this lunar cycle that we have ahead of us, this new moon in Capricorn, is gonna bring you a new new amusement, so to speak. Most likely is going to be in a form of friendship or some kind of a hobby that it is ahead of you, Aquarius. Just so you know, though, that you may end up investing into it more than you can actually materially, that is, gain from it. Like invest into that hobby quite a lot of money, but you won't be able to make money out of it. Okay, but that doesn't mean that you're not gonna have the emotional satisfaction. If you can afford it, why not, right? Or within the friendship itself. But what this energy is gonna make for you, it is that the next couple of weeks are gonna be quite carefree, and whatever happens there, you are never going to call it a loss. Okay, you're always gonna be on the plus and even the surplus side moving forward. But overall, it is a period of human interaction, it is a period of friendship, and it is a period of kind of like developing your muse and as well your hobbies and and talents as well was the word that I was searching for. And in some extreme cases, that could also mean a gainful new beginning here. But what kind of a new beginning? Well, that only God knows. And last but not least, we do have Pisces. Five of Cups, Four of Swords, Three of Swords. Give me a second here. It's lack of understanding. I mean, this is how it stands. In the next couple of weeks, you will have to do things for the greater good, or you will have to decide in favor of the greater good here, which is not going to be beneficial for everyone. Okay, and you will face a lack of a comprehension. And it's just there are going to be those that won't be able to fathom, all right, why you are doing it, whatever you are about to do, because there are going to be those situations that it's either a lose-lose or someone win and someone loses. There very seldom, if any, there are going to be situations of a win-win for you, and the losing side is going to hate you. Okay, and you are going to hear a lot of nasty things about you. That is into the boundary of mental cruelty that we do have ahead of you here. And if you allow these negative talks, to twist and tangle your mind, you're gonna go crazy. Figuratively, I'm speaking. Low self-esteem, also, what is the word? Self-respect, if you will. It is just, these people that are on the losing side, they will try to crush your spirit. Do not allow it, because at the end of the day, either everybody lose or either some people win, or some sides of the matter win and the other loses. And better to have some winners rather than all losers. And again, the losers, they won't understand, and it is where the mental cruelty is going to come from. Don't waste your breath. They won't fathom, right? They won't be able to fathom, so just ignore and move forward. All right, so that was for the 12th, and now we're getting into the super chat. Anyway, everyone who supported and is about to support the stream and the channel through super chat, you guys are gonna have a reading right now. And the first one, that's gonna be Taco. Taco, let me rewind, see if you gave me places. Lodging situation. So should you stay in Florida or go to the mountains? All right, we're gonna do an elements of dignity to Florida and one for the mountains. Now I cannot make a choice for you. The cards are gonna show into the near future where it's going to be better, right? And you can decide, are you going to make the move or not? So the mountains, Florida. All right, mate. Those are the cards for the mountains. I wouldn't bother at all. They show that it's just, first of all, it will be very difficult to settle there. I don't know why. And on top of it, these two cards says that you may have it planned, but you don't, because literally anything can happen. Now for the Florida, we do have these couple of cards, and they show that whatever important matters you do have to fulfill there, they all are going to they all can be fulfilled, and whatever concerns, you can prevail over those concerns. Additionally to it, there is some kind of unfinished business there, unfinished, I don't know, aspects that you need to develop in Florida, so you can finalize cycles of development. So these cards are showing here that mountains could be a good this is just now my take on the cards, okay? Mountains are a good option, but not now. You are not ready yet. You still have what to accomplish being in Florida, okay? That is what we have. It's not just only about the passport. I just checked your Lenormand. Those are cards. It's about money and business. So first, settle your whatever you are making your living from, and start making a lot of cash from it, and then I don't know how to put it into words. All right, next, Anna. You're welcome, Taco. Or maybe they're showing that in Florida you're gonna have these quite lucrative, I don't know, business opportunities, and you need to kind of like what is the word here? Capitalize on them before you actually think of going into the mountains. All right, those are your cards here. There is gonna be a woman that is gonna prove very difficult to work with. We're talking about working with, not spending time with, but a working with for the next couple of weeks. And you know, you will kind of like, I don't know if that's a person you hired or that's a person you kind of like you are a partner with, okay? But you will question your judgment whether it was the right thing to hire that individual or whether that was the right thing to partner with this individual or to use the service of that individual, because that could be someone that you are using the service for of. That is just the character showing that's a woman who is a worker, okay? And it's kind of difficult to get the hang on with that person. And the answer, at least through these cards, it is that yes, you made the right choice to work with that individual, to hire that individual, or to use the services of this individual. And you know, getting along with this person is difficult for now, but moving forward into the future, it's that relationship will improve. And whatever the endeavor in between you two will become much more consolidated, for the lack of better expression. And it will be there to stay. I mean, the endeavor itself, whether the business, the job, or the service. Long story short, don't you worry. You will get along with that problematic individual. All right, next, Jasmine. Thank you, Taco. Yeah, well, Anna, that may be someone that you don't know yet. Okay, that could be someone that shows up tomorrow. Just if you are still kind of like holding on to the hair salon, that could be a client that it is doing a very expensive procedure, so it's making, you know, making the salon a lot of money, but a difficult client. Which fits the description. All right, Jasmine, these are your cards. And that is so confusing. whether they're speaking about a traveling or whether they're speaking about an inheritance. Either case is going to be out of the blue. Out of the blue for you. And it's not like whether it is the traveling or the inheritance that it is inappropriate, the timing is going to be inappropriate. So what happens is that you are going to love the opportunity, you are going to hate that it is coming to you right now, okay, within the next couple of weeks. And so what is important here, I don't know what kind of plans you have made thus far, but the more loose the plans are, the better. Because like I said, if you make strict plans, very tight plans, you have all of your day-to-day routine pretty much set up from now, this enterprise is gonna show up at the worst possible moment where you just don't have adaptivity at all in order to fit it in. And it is a good one. So your mindset within the next couple of weeks should be the mindset, I am open for anything new, and I have open time and space every single day for anything new that it is coming my way, rather than, you know, the working hours that you're probably having ahead of you. Now, this could be related to, you know, business, it could be related to love. Now these cards aren't showing. There is something familiar in it. What I mean is that if there are people involved, they are familiar with you. They aren't brand new individuals that you don't know currently. And there will be something of a repetition here. What we say in our country, you know, the old song is it's sung with the new voice, or with a new voice, meaning that someone didn't learn their lesson. We'll be quite curious to know how this turns up for you, but generally, just so you know, generally next couple of weeks are going to be super dynamic and super surprising. There are going to be events left, right, and center in front of you, and it will be important that you are opportunistic so you can make the most out of any of them. Oh, I do apologize. Nah. Right. So that was for Jasmine. Next, Mattia. Hey, Rob. I'm good. Thank you. Thank you for asking. All right, Mattia. It's most likely gonna be a phone call here. Those are the cards you have. And the phone call within the next couple of weeks is going to be yeah, it's 4:10 a.m. here. So back, Mattia. Phone call that will be notifying you about an unexpected good fortune that is in front of you. Is going to be a phone call telling you that, you know, concerns you have or problems you have are no longer there. They are solved. And as a result, you get to initiate a long-term plan or a goal. most likely a business one. So for example, if you had a plan to expand on your business, but some kind of, I don't know, you know, government regulations or a competitor or whatever the case was stopping you up until now, that is just for an example. You are about to get a call that none of this is present anymore, so you get to move forward with your plans. So yeah, it's a phone call for that will notify you for an unexpected good fortune that is ahead of you, again allowing you to initiate your plans or a preparations. But you will feel super enthusiastic after you hang up the phone, because it will be like, you know, I don't know, like the fortune itself laid hand on you, or laid hand, its hands, its grace on you. All right. Hello, Empress. Thank you, Rob. All right, so News Devon, what does the universe want me to be aware of? All right. Thank you. Those are cards that your concerns, what you are afraid of, you are right to be afraid of. For example, if you are afraid for your place at work, you are right to be afraid for it. If you are afraid from someone, you are right to be afraid of that person. If you have a concern about your finances, you are right to be concerned about that. So this is what the universe needs you to know, that whatever suspicions, whatever you know, instincts of fear that are there, you are right about them. The very least for a precautionary measures, right? The very least for a precautionary measures. So pay attention to that, because your fears are not in vain, at least according to these cards. And last but not least, Cosmic Queen. So let's see how the this new moon in Capricorn phase is gonna be for you. You're welcome, Mattia. And use Devon, I mean your current concerns, not the concerns that may arise after I am telling you that, but your current concerns. So whatever you were concerned about before you heard that reading, that's what we are talking about. All right, Cosmic Queen, those are the cards for you. That's what we have. So Cosmic Queen, it will be crazy. You will have a crazy couple of weeks in front of you. And under crazy, I mean that there is going to be a lot happening. A lot of things are going to move around. That said, you will, and that is only if you do not give up though, you will experience a lot of reversal. Now this, if I have to classify next couple of weeks of you, these are the comeback weeks, okay? Wherever things are going down south, wherever shits are hitting the fan, right? This is exactly the place where you will make your comeback. So up until the very end, you should not give up from your goals and from your dreams. No matter how bad things look, at the very end, you will have the chance to make the comeback. And that it is how the next couple of weeks are going to move for you. So you're going to have these opportunities to make turnarounds, to make reversals, to make a comeback. Those opportunities are going to be very unstandard, surprising events, most likely. So you always need to have that readiness to jump into action. You're immediately going to have the understanding that's your cue and you act. If you do not, well, you miss your chance. And so with that said, guys, that's going to be for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your generosity. And we're going to see each other next time. Until then, bye.